I never thought a family party could feel like a crime scene, but the moment I saw her, my wife, laughing a little too closely with Jason, my brother-in-law, I felt my stomach drop like a stone in a well. The smell of grilled chicken and candle wax seemed to fade, replaced by a metallic tang of betrayal. I thought I knew my wife, the woman I had loved for 10 years, trusted with every secret and fear. And yet here she was, her hand brushing against his in a way that made my chest tighten and my hands go clammy. I tried to shake it off, telling myself I was imagining things. Maybe the angle of the light, the way Jason always leans in when he talks. Maybe it was nothing, but the pit in my stomach refused to be ignored. I couldn't eat. I couldn't talk. I just followed him with my eyes, noting the way her laughter had changed, lighter, more secretive, like a song I no longer recognized. I found a quiet corner in the living room and sank into a chair, my mind racing. Every memory of her, the way she held my hand in the hospital, the way she cried at our wedding, suddenly twisted into lies. How long had this been going on? And worse, how could she betray me here in front of our family? The thought made my throat tight. My fists clenched as the laughter from the garden party filtered through the open window. I needed proof, something undeniable. My hands shook as I picked up my phone and pretended to check a message, capturing them together in a fleeting, damning moment. Her head on his shoulder, his hand brushing hers. The picture alone burned like acid on my skin. I waited until later, when everyone had drifted into the living room for dessert. The tension was unbearable, my pulse hammering in my ears. "Can we talk for a second?" I asked, my voice steadied and I felt. She glanced up, suspicion flickering in her eyes. "Sure," she said, brushing past me. I led her to the kitchen, far from the prying eyes of family. My hands felt cold, my chest tight, but I forced myself to speak. "I saw you," I said simply, "with him, at the party." Her eyes widened, and for a moment I thought I might be wrong. But then she dropped the mask. "It's not what it looks like," she whispered, but her voice was too defensive, too rehearsed. "I took a picture," I said, showing her the evidence. The look on her face, guilt, shock, panic, was all I needed. "I trusted you. I loved you. And this is betrayal. You humiliated me in front of everyone who matters to me." She stammered, searching for words that wouldn't come. I felt a cold, fierce clarity settle over me. I couldn't let this slide. Not tonight. Not ever. I took a deep breath and made my way back to the living room. "Everyone," I said, my voice loud enough to cut through the chatter, "I have something to share." The room fell silent, and all eyes turned to me. I held up the photo. "Apparently, some people here have forgotten what marriage means." Gasps echoed around the room. Faces turned pale, some shocked, some confused. My wife's mouth opened, but no words came. Jason shifted uncomfortably, unable to meet my gaze. "I trusted you both," I said, my voice quivering but resolute. "And now everyone knows." She turned away, tears streaking her cheeks. I felt a strange mix of grief and liberation. The betrayal cut deep, but the truth was out, and I no longer carried it alone. My world had shattered, yes, but at least I could see the cracks clearly now. I walked outside into the cold night air, letting the pain and relief mingle. I knew nothing would ever be the same, but I also knew I would survive this. Heartbreak is heavy, but it's lighter when you stop pretending the wound isn't there. For the first time in hours, I breathed,